Are you ready on Mr. Schuster's case, Ms. McDonald?
Well, Mr. Schuster, just to give Your Honor a little bit of background on this one, Mr. Schuster is representing himself. The court has previously gone through the waiver of right to counsel. When we were here, I believe the last hearing, Mr. Schuster gave an indication that he wanted to resolve these matters. So I have drafted a plea form with the city's offer on it. I just am not sure how to get it to him. I can certainly send it to him in the chat. I just don't know if he has the ability to download that and sign it if in that respect.
Hi,
So,
ma'am. How are you today?
Hold on a second. So let's preliminary matter. This is Jonathan Schuster, 4A0525748. So it sounds like Ms. McDonald's trying to get you some documents, Mr. Schuster.
Yeah, so for the record, I reserve all rights and retain them. I am making a special visitation for the matters pertaining to Jonathan Schuster, for I am the beneficiary. I had mailed out some paperwork over to the prosecution as well as submitted it to the court. Have you received those, ma'am?
So
I haven't.
I've received two motions from Mr. Schuster. Have you?
Yeah, the two motions as well as the affidavit, as well as the certified copy of the. So you got that paperwork? Were you able to read it?
I have two motions. One was, both were received today.
Right. You should have received an affidavit as well.
I don't see any affidavits.
It's on the back.
The affidavit was received at the same time that the motions were submitted, and so.
And I don't know that we've received anything. I'm checking with my office right now, but I don't see anything in our files.
I emailed to Ms. McDonald this morning.
You did. I'm sorry, what, Madam Clerk?
I emailed to you a copy of the first motion to dismiss and the affidavit of truth, it's called.
Yep, there was a motion for dismissal as well as a motion for show cause, as well as the affidavits.
Hold on, Mr. Schuster. Hold on, Mr. Schuster.
So those were sent over.
Hold on, Mr. Schuster.
As well as submitted to the court.
Mr. Schuster, hold on a second. Ms. McDonald's getting caught up.
All right, buckle up, because today's case is a masterclass in courtroom chaos. We're back in Lake Forest Park, where a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen named Jonathan Schuster is about to test every ounce of judicial patience. This guy's been representing himself, and trust me, that's where the disaster begins. From bizarre legal filings to arguments about subject matter jurisdiction, Schuster seems determined to prove that YouTube law school isn't quite the same as the real thing. In this hearing, we'll see a judge who's calm but clearly done with his antics, a prosecutor who's holding back frustration, and a defendant who treats every question like an interrogation from the FBI. Stay tuned. This one's packed with legal lessons, drama, and a few moments that'll make you yell at your...
Except the orders from Mr. Bailey Garrison and the borrow out information from Mr. Goodwin.
Okay, if you need time to get that, that's fine. I just require that due process is, that we.
Okay, hold on, Mr. Schuster. There's gonna be plenty of time for you to talk.
Yes. Thank you. Also, the prosecution, I've never received anything from you as well, but there is an email on for contact information, so you can send that over via email if you have anything to send to me.
We sent you discovery at both addresses that you gave to the court. So they were physical copies because there's digital evidence as well.
Well, I just have never received anything from you.
Well, it went out to your mail, so I don't know what to tell you about that.
Did you check, Mr. Schuster?
I mean, I haven't received anything.
That's not my question. My question is, are you checking your mail regularly?
Oh, I definitely look out for mail regularly.
Okay, and does the court have your current address?
So he updated it, Your Honor. We actually had this situation issue a couple of weeks ago, or actually almost a month ago, where we had sent out full discovery to the defendant, and then he indicated that that wasn't his address. So we sent out another packet of full discovery to him to the address that he updated. let's see, the one on Kenyon Street.
2318 California Avenue.
You gave us on January 27, 600 Southwest Kenyon Street, apartment G201 in Seattle.
You're talking about on January 27th when the judge denied subject matter jurisdiction that day?
So the address that you gave to the court on January 27th was the 600 Southwest Kenyon Street, apartment G201. So
The same day that
that
the
was the
judge
Mr. Schuster,
denied subject
did
matter
you-
jurisdiction?
Mr. Schuster, is that the
Mhm.
address you gave on January 27th?
I don't recall, but I do have, somewhere she can send it to so
Well,
that
we're not gonna play the game of you updating your address every court date so that you can avoid service of discovery.
I'm just letting you know that I didn't receive it and I don't recall. Um, I, so I'm giving you an address, but
You recognize that address?
which address?
Can you read that one more time, Ms. McDonald?
Yes, the address on January 27th that he requested discovery go out to was 600 Southwest Kenyon Street, apartment G201 in Seattle. The one prior to that he requested was 1005 North Cleveland Street, apartment C.
Commentary on self-representation when someone decides to represent themselves. It's called going pro-se sounds empowering, right? But here's the catch. It's like trying to perform surgery after watching a few YouTube tutorials. Schuster's decision to fire his lawyer and go solo isn't about confidence. It's about control. Sovereign citizens often believe they can outsmart the system with pseudo-legal jargon, but courts run on procedure, not personality. And when the judge patiently explains things, that's not leniency, it's protocol. But the moment a pro-se litigant starts confusing Google results with the law, it's game over.
The two motions as well as the affidavit today. Is that correct, ma'am?
I did. Did Ms. McDonald, have you gotten that yet?
I just am
Perfect. Have
So-
you
so Mr.
had a chance to read over that, Miss?
So
ma'am?
obviously, Ms. McDonald has not had a chance to read over it.
Oh, I was referring to
provided
you,
her.
ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Schuster, let me talk. So do you remember doing the waiver of counsel on December 16th? Where you said you wanted to go forward representing yourself?
Well, from the very beginning of this
Remember
matter,
signing this piece of paper saying you were representing yourself?
from the beginning.
That's not my question, Mr. Schuster.
I'm answering your question. I would like
I
to
don't want a
speak.
narrative, yes or no.
Thank
Do you
you.
remember signing this piece of paper?
I don't recall.
Okay.
I
well,
don't know
your
what paper you're
signature is
showing me.
here on this piece of paper.
I'm not sure what paper you're showing me because
Okay.
it's very far from the camera and
So,
it's
Mr.
just
Schuster-
very hard to read because it's blurry
Okay.
from this
So
angle.
let me read it to you.
So I don't recall.
On December 16th, 2024, you went through a colloquy with Judge Grant. During that colloquy, you engaged in a series of questions about your familiarity with the rules of criminal procedure, criminal courts in general, the Constitution, and so on. At the end of that, you indicated that you have read and completed the form, you requested the court to allow you to represent yourself, and you signed it and dated it and noted you reserve all rights. On that form, one of the things that you are asked to do and acknowledge and understand is that you will be treated as though you are an attorney and you will be expected to follow the court rules as though you were an attorney.
Commentary on paperwork and procedure. Here's where things start to unravel. Schuster claims he mailed everything. Motions, affidavits, maybe even a declaration from the Tooth Fairy, but the clerk and prosecutor have no record of receiving them. In court, filing doesn't mean just hitting send. It means verified receipt, timestamps, and proper service. Without that, it's as good as unsent. This moment shows a classic sovereign tactic. Overwhelm the system with paper and then cry foul when no one responds. The problem is, the law runs on proof, not personal belief. And Schuster's mailing list of mystery isn't going to cut.
One of those rules that you're expected to follow is the Lake Forest Park Municipal Court local rules around how to file and the proper notice of filing motions. The local court rule requires that if it's a motion that is not set on the date of trial, that the expectation will be that you give 21 days notice and properly serve the other party. These motions dropped off, emailed, whatever to the court the day of and the day before the hearing are not properly noted under the local court rules. Nonetheless,
Well, this isn't the trial, so
I am going to let you know that I have reviewed these motions. And if it's okay with you, Ms. McDonald, I'm going to go ahead and let Mr. Schuster know that I've reviewed these motions. There's two of them, a motion to dismiss for lack of subject matter jurisdiction, and another motion that is essentially a show cause motion for the prosecutor to appear and show cause as to why there is subject matter jurisdiction in this case. And what I want to tell you on the record right now is that Lake Forest Park Municipal Court is authorized to hear misdemeanor and gross misdemeanor cases along with violations of local ordinances. We are not authorized to hear federal matters. Your assertion that we are not authorized to hear federal matters is absolutely correct. Nonetheless, these are not federal matters. Federal courts do not have exclusive jurisdiction over travel and driving offenses. Proceeding with this case is not a due process violation of the Washington or the federal Constitution, and so I'm going to deny your motion to dismiss for lack of subject matter jurisdiction. Turning to your motion for show cause, you cite an RCW that outlines district court jurisdiction, which is not even applicable in this case, but nonetheless, Lake Forest Park Municipal Court is the correct venue for misdemeanor and gross misdemeanor driving offenses that occur in Lake Forest Park, Washington. The constitutional right to travel is not abridged by states and municipalities' adoption of regulations.
On courtroom decorum, this part says it all. Schuster can't help himself. He interrupts, talks over the judge, and acts like he's moderating a debate instead of attending a hearing. In court, every interruption chips away at credibility. Judges remember who respects procedure and who treats it like open mic night. You can almost feel the tension here. The judge trying to maintain decorum while this guy argues like he's auditioning for a courtroom drama. And that snarky remark about room temperature IQ. That's the creator voicing what everyone watching is thinking.
You know, in the beginning, you had the correct address. It's no longer the correct address.
Then it's
And
not the
so,
correct address. If it's no longer correct, then it's not correct. You've given a
well,
Kennewick
as of
address.
recent, as of literally not that long ago.
So when
So,
did the Kenyon Street address become a bad address?
I want to say within the last month-ish.
So sometime after January 27th, the Kenyon Street address became a bad address, correct?
And you said the motion to show cause was denied on what grounds?
I mean, it's not been properly filed. You did not comply with the court rules, but even allowing you to file and reviewing it, there's no basis for me to grant it. It is not legally sufficient to grant your motion.
To prove that you have subject matter jurisdiction?
So first of all, the prosecutor doesn't have to prove that the court has subject matter jurisdiction. I am ruling and telling you that this court does have subject matter jurisdiction for the reasons I previously stated.
I can
And
tell the
this is a
court,
court of record, correct?
Is a court of record.
You said this is a court of record?
It certainly is a court of record.
Ah, I see.
We are on the record now.
Commentary on the address game. Yes. The sovereign citizen's favorite move, the address shuffle. Schuster's claiming he never got discovery, but the prosecutor says they send it to every address he's provided. This tactic, constantly updating your address, can stall a case for months, and it drives prosecutors up the wall. The judge's tone makes it clear, this game stops now. What's fascinating is how calm the court stays. They've likely seen this pattern before. But make no mistake, if he keeps it up.
So that being said, it sounds like Ms. McDonald has a plea offer to send you if you want to entertain that. Would you like her to send you that plea offer? And if so, what is the best way for her to do that?
Well, she's allowed to send me whatever she would like, but I do have an address since I want to make sure that, everybody has the correct information.
What is your current correct address?
The mailing address would be 2318 California Avenue. I believe that's Southwest. D.
Unit D?
I don't know how they label it, but it's just D is what I've seen. And then that's Seattle, Washington 98116.
How do you live there but not know how they label it?
Oh, I didn't say I live there. I just get mail there.
Is that a friend's house? What is that?
Family.
What was that?
Family. And so, just so I'm clear, um, you're saying that the right to travel and privacy is not a federal matter, and that
I'm
you're
saying
saying
that
that you have the jurisdiction to hear a matter that involves this.
I am saying that there are federal constitutional rights, there are state constitutional rights. Sometimes one, sometimes both, sometimes none are implicated in a criminal case. I'm saying that the Lake Forest Park Municipal Court has jurisdiction over driving offenses that are misdemeanors and gross misdemeanors occurring in the city of Lake Forest Park, Washington. And that the fact that there are federal constitutional rights associated with travel does not preclude the city of Lake Forest Park from filing or prosecuting these cases.
Well, so the right to move freely, which is part of liberty.
Commentary on the waiver reminder: this is the legal equivalent of "you made your bed, now lie in it." The judge brings up the signed waiver where Schuster agreed to represent himself. Courts do this to protect the record, so later, he can't claim he didn't understand what he was doing. What's happening here is subtle but critical. The judge is walking him through his own choices, ensuring there's no wiggle room for appeals or excuses. It's firm, fair, and by the book. Meanwhile, Schuster's "I don't recall" defense is quickly jurisdiction reality check, and there it is, the mic drop moment. The judge calmly dismantles Schuster's favorite argument. This court has no jurisdiction. It's a cornerstone of the sovereign citizen playbook. But here's the truth. Jurisdiction doesn't vanish because you say the magic words "federal court only." The judge